It's Brothermutant here. My apologies for not uploading more content in the recent weeks behind us. As you can probably tell, I've upgraded my mic. It's one of the reasons why I've been actually debating on whether I should be uploading new content, because I knew I was going to get the new mic. This is a Blue Yeti, a used one, but it is fantastic already. Because I've completed so many missions that you guys haven't seen, that I've recorded sadly with the horrible mic that I finally got rid of, I wanted to go back and redo some of the videos. Now, the ones you've already seen I've already posted, so I'm pretty much done with them. This was the last one that you saw for this particular setup. The problem is, as you can see, I've completed so much more. I've even gone to the point where I've gone back and completed them with the harder difficulties for some of these guys. Now, as a result, I've maxed out. I could literally have everything loaded up here and for upgrades, and I'm not going to do that. I figure what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to go back and complete the missions that I'm fairly certain you guys haven't seen. That includes these three up here. I think all three of these islands, and of course all the ones that have the wings on them. You've never seen me do those at that difficulty. Now, when this guy cropped up, I couldn't tell you. I thought I'd completed every red flag on the map, and then suddenly this thing's here. I also have unlocked every hero, and I don't even remember her being part of the team. Certainly don't remember using either of these guys, which is why their abilities are sitting there at nothing. I have used her just to see what she can do. I forgot how much fun she was. She's another type of wizard. I remember using these guys, but that could have been with my other Let's Plays, so again, I'm probably not going to use them. So I'm going to stick with Nivis that we know we have used in the past. He's level 10, which we knew he was. As far as upgrades is concerned, if you go with all the missions that I should have completed for you guys, it includes about 15 of them to get to here. 15 at times 3 stars per means I got 45 stars I can spend, so I'm going to do so. That way I can kind of limit it to what you guys have been seeing anyway, and I'm fairly certain that if I do it like so, 25 stars is what I want to leave behind, because I had 70 to begin with. 45 from 70 means 25 left. And I probably want damage, sure. We're going to start by doing Bonesburg, and I have been steadily tweaking the volumes. I'm using earbuds right now since I don't have a headset yet, so it's screaming in my ear with all the stuff that this game is providing, which is okay. It doesn't bother me too terribly much. I've checked the audio. I've done this mission like 3 times today where I've beaten it, and each time I'm not happy with how much volume we're getting from our character, so I've upgraded the special effects volume, even the music, so that you guys can hopefully hear it. Now, I don't want it blaring in my ear, and if you guys are using the same kind of setup, you might have that same issue as well, but I can hear them fine. I can hear the music fine, so that's my guiding factor right now. So if it's too quiet, by all means say so. For this particular mission, I have a pattern of stuff that I find to be extremely useful. Foot soldiers down here and here. Eventually we get Frankie. He's not any importance right now. We get this thing up to Necromancer by the end of wave 1. And that's key. And I say that because the amount of bad guys that come through, like these ones, and they're not tough, they're just a lot of them. And if we don't have some cheap foot soldiers to replace constantly, like a Necromancer tower over here, then we really start hemorrhaging bad guys real quick. So we'll just burn these guys up and get as much money as we can that way. Eventually we'll want this to be a dwarf, maybe even one here. We have Archer Tower, Mage Tower, whatever the hell we want here. Mage and Archer Towers are all good. Another Archer Tower over here. You know, there's no wrong answer. But this is all the foot soldiers I need, not counting the Necromancer, any foot soldiers he makes, Frankie, also good choices. And of course we have fireball spells to use as our heart's content. That'll go a long way to making sure that these guys don't walk all over us. So I'm extremely happy with the new audio upgrade, so hopefully you guys are too, and I'm very excited about continuing with our content. The downside is while I can while I can redo the Kingdom Rush and Kingdom Rush Frontier content that I haven't uploaded yet for you guys, the Darkest Dungeon content the ones I've already done, you can't go back and redo them. You have to literally start over. And I may do that. I hate to be that guy, but the game is so good that to play it with the poor audio that I've been playing it as, it just feels like I'm cheating you guys. So I don't know what I'll do for that, but I've yet to decide. I'll get into these two videos, Kingdoms Rush and Kingdom Rush Frontier Let's Plays, and we can go from there. You know, I'm more than happy to go back and start stuff over. That's never been an issue. One of the other things that I plan on doing as well will be to start another couple Let's Plays for stuff that you guys haven't seen from me yet. There's a game that I used to play that I loved. It's a Dungeons and Dragon-esque game. For those of you that have ever played Neverwinter Nights or Neverwinter Nights 2, you know what I'm talking about, because it's Neverwinter Nights 2. Phenomenal game with a great modding community still to this day. You can download a ridiculous amount of content that surpasses the vanilla version of the game and what the original devs had expected people to play. That's not to say that the original game is not good. It's fantastic. It's the original campaign, once you beat it once or twice, kind of loses its luster. It's still good, it's still fun, but the new mods add a lot of content that wasn't there before, and that goes a long way for making it cool new content, as far as I'm concerned. So a Let's Play for that's going to be fun. And I've mentioned a couple times now, the reason I've gotten into these Let's Plays is because of a couple of YouTubers, Bear Taffy being one that does the Darkest Dungeon and does it justice. I mean, he really does a great job. The other is a gentleman called Travesty, and he does a lot of Neverwinter Nights 2 mods. Really good job. Man clearly cares. And I love to see what he does every time. So I've talked to him to make sure I wasn't going to do a mod that he was planning on covering in the future. He said, hey man, go for it. So, you know, I'll show him what I've done, and from there we can see what we'll see. He does a great job, though. I highly recommend you go check out his content. He does his best to do voices. He does unique fixes, so when the game glitches, and you know, modders aren't perfect, you know, they're doing what they can, but within reason. The game is extremely limiting in a lot of ways, but he will find a workaround 9 times out of 10 to solve the problems. You know, he'll talk to the original modder and say, hey, have you ever seen this glitch, or you know, what happens when this happens, what do I do, did I forget something, did I miss something? And if he feels that it's something that most people just can't figure out on their own, he'll mention it in his content, how to fix it, you know, how to repair the damage, or you know, what needs to be done to basically move forward. So like I said, he cares. He clearly wants you guys to like the game as much as he does, and it is a really great game. Now these little guys here that are zipping through, they're particularly gnarly. They're fast, they do a lot of damage. It's not particularly scary, you know, their health is, you know, of concern, but you know, we kill them pretty quick. That isn't really the issue. The issue is they shred through these skeletons like no one's business. So 3 of them zipping up here can just tear right through my back door without paying attention. You know, Frankie will be useful, but he has no arms once you build him the first time. So you can't really rely on Frankie to do much, which is a shame. A little extra arrow damage that side just in case. We burn through those little moon cycles pretty quick, so we're very lucky there. And I don't know if this is common, but I've had a couple moon cycles where the moon showed up and then no one attacked. So I don't know if that's a glitch or if I did something that stopped it. That's cool. I don't know what I did, but again, you know, the new stuff that I'm learning about this game all the time. The developers for this series of, you know, tower defense games have done a really good job. All right. Now, as much as I love having these skeleton bastards, I'd much rather have the ninja sneak thief bastards that steal money. So getting them up to that and then investing in their sneak thieving skills is going to be extremely useful. A little money wave for me here will go a long way to make sure that that's the reality. And I don't need much. That'll be enough for me. And we got enough range damage going on here that these guys aren't that scary. So this is just free money for me at this point. And I'm going to be a little different than my last Let's Plays on this one by making this set of foot soldiers. I don't want to upgrade them. Nothing's going to feed on them, so I don't have to worry about them being there and being candy asses. But they are helpful for slowing things down in the range of the mage towers, for instance. So, nice little money wait for me. Getting this guy up will be important, because I just want to have this. That's it. I mean, I'll get more, sure, but that's the only real upgrade from that one I want right now. And it will do a lot of damage for me. So, always good choices. Let's see. And as scary as this is, and it is, it's nothing. Just saying, a fireball spell wipes off half this damn map, so I'm not really worried. That's going to be really useful for starting to shoot these guys down. There's Frankie with his no skull and his missing arms. He basically goes around biting guys until you level him up to level 2, where he gets arms and a nice cool dew. Clearly need a fireball spell here to help things out, but we're doing what we can. I'm trying to save them fireball spells, so you can see I'm having fun trying to do so. I'm gonna let that timer built down here so I can try to make some quick cash off of these guys. Alright. That was okay. It was a little scary, I won't lie to you. But Nivis did not disappoint. And Frankie, you totally deserve to have arms and a nice little haircut, buddy. I'm very proud of you and everything you've done for this team. Yeah, buddy, you do. Now these guys are annoying, but they're not so scary annoying that some decent mage damage isn't enough to just rip them up. So normally I would shoot to have this be a Dorp, but I really kind of want to have that extra necromancer here. Those extra foot soldiers can come in super handy for making sure stuff don't sneak through in mass, you know what I mean? So I think I'm going to try something a little different by putting that out there. Yeah. Take damage, fool. Okay. Now, at this point it's all about upgrades, right? All the towers have been made. It's what do I want to do to make sure that things don't sneak through. We have a nice little armada of little skeleton knights here to slow the bad guys down. So that's all fun. I'll upgrade them just to make them just a little bit tougher. It just helps. You know, we don't have to worry about one of them getting through. This guy needs to be upgraded so he can start crossbow bolting the crap out of things with barrage. That'll be helpful. Some extra damage over here, just because. Right, what do you got, fellas? There's a nice little bolt barrage. Let's upgrade the range here. Oh, that's nice. Now he reaches all the way out here if I need him to. Not bad. I think we need to focus on this now, though. We're going to start getting them abominations that come through, and they're slow and lumbering and everything, but having this up goes a long way for just nuking the crap out of them. Here comes the moon. Get out of my area. You're not allowed to be here. A couple barrages from both these guys will go a long way for shredding the hell out of these dudes. And money wave. Alright. Good, fellas. Very, very proud of you. Yeah, those barrages are just making me all kinds of cash. Again, those free troops are just invaluable. Not to mention my little sneak thieves over here. Make them a little more badass. Now here's where we got our problems. I've yet to make a warp here. Normally I have one ready by now. Got a little money ready, but that's okay. These guys will die almost just from the wizard alone. I mean, Nivis is just a mean little motor scooter. Spell. Very nice work. I don't think one of them dying will be enough for me to make this, but two might. Yeah. Oh yeah, here we go. What you got there, slut? Come on, wizard. Kill those guys. There we go. Feel better about that now. The great thing about when these guys explode within the range of this guy is they immediately turn into a skeleton. You know, assuming I haven't expended my number of skeletons, which I usually have. There you go. So now it's an issue of what do I really need. Burn patches are always nice. Stuff up here though always starts to leak through and piss me off, so maybe some extra AoE damage over here could come in handy. What you got, fellas? Mirages are just coming in super handy. There you go. A little extra mage damage. We'll shred through these guys pretty quick. That's right, Merlin's here to get his pants. Kick some ass, man. You got this. I'm so proud of your ability to kick butt. Frankie, I need you to be the strong right arm of my team here, buddy. Yeah, there you go. I don't normally get this dwarf up, so this will be interesting. Oh, this flying wave of just money, money, money. I should get this up pretty easy. There we go. That's the first time I've ever done that. So that should be interesting. Burn patch over here for you. Just for some fun. It's okay, so we got Frankie over here. But you see, we're getting overwhelmed here real quick, right? So the trick's going to be slowing him down over here. And the skeleton horde's doing a decent job of just slowing him down. We're not getting enough damage straight up though. Extra bolt could come in handy. That's okay. Good work, guys. Bad fellas. Let's make you guys some little sneak thieving bastards over here too. What the hell? I'm gonna put you way up here so we can get up and catch them as soon as possible. Anything that gets through at that point, I think we should be able to handle. Good work, guys. That was not bad. More arrows, right? Nice work, though. Burn patch. I think I need another burn patch up here. Wouldn't be a bad idea. We're getting close to the last wave, but that doesn't mean we're out of the woods yet, because they hit pretty darn hard. That's one of the things I've been missing, I think, over here, was this extra foot soldier. That was nice. A little barren patch here for some sweet loving. Very nice work, fellas. Alright, we got guys creeping up the back door here. Cannot have it. Some extra magic damage never hurt anybody. Let's see here. What we got? Yeah. I want to get that up just to do some extra range attacks just for fun, because we got a lot of foot soldiers here. Get a little range buff to him, never hurt. Maybe we'll get lucky, get an insta-kill on one of these abominations. That'll make my day. Okay, not doing great. I'm not gonna lie to you. It is a little scary, but Frankie can take an explosion or two, so... Yeah, that was good work, Frankie. Shake and dig. That was nice. Oh yeah, we got this. We got this all over. Good work, team. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so let me show you what we've got here. 3 stars, which we already had. Okay, so I'm going to spend 2 of those stars, and I'll show you why only 2. Okay, so again, we already had the stars, so we only still have 25, but the only upgrade we can get are ones that cost 2. So I'll probably take Barrack Rally Point range and healing rate. Why not? So we'll save the other star for later. But basically, that's this mission now complete. So I will do this one next, followed by this one. Probably take out the islands, and then we'll start again with getting our wings. I don't know why we got this guy here, and I've never beat it, but we will try again some other time. But with that, my name's Brothermutant. Hopefully you guys like the new audio. I really am happy with the purchase of this mic. But please like, subscribe, comment down below. Tell me if it's too quiet, too loud. If there's anything I can do to change things, by all means, let me know. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.